With Chapter 6 coming to an end, I want to talk about another chapter's ending. Chapter 5. Chapter 5 ended in a very interesting way, with the fight versus Hope versus Doom. Doom was a villain that had arrived on the island during Chapter 5 Season 3. He was here for the power of Pandora's box, absorbing its energy in order to gain more power. After he gained this power, he left the island in order to build himself an armour that could withstand the power of Pandora's energy. Hope, meanwhile, would stay on the island to build an army with the Avengers in order to fight Doom when he eventually returned. This would go on for weeks, and she'd have to grow the courage herself in order to fight him. And then, of course, he arrived. With Hope's attack on his tower, a massive explosion happened and he emerged himself in a giant titan form. And after an hour we were able to defeat him with, Loopers and the Avengers teaming up in one big battle in order to send him back to reality. The mission was simple. Attack him enough so we can destroy his armour so we can send him back to his own reality. But that's where the ending gets interesting. In this season, we're meant to believe that we've actually saved the island and everything is back to normal. That, well done guys, we did it, we've saved reality from Doom. But I don't think we did. We may have saved our island, but I don't think we saved anyone else. You see, what we did was, we took a problem and we sent it somewhere else. Doom was an incredible powerful being who had the power of Pandora's energy. Unfortunately, he didn't have much time to understand it, to study it, to manipulate it, to understand its true capabilities, because before he could, he rushed into battle believing he could win, which was his greatest weakness. And before he could even do anything about it, he was sent home. But in order to do that, the Rift had to absorb the energy of Pandora's energy in the Rift. Now this Rift was actually targeted to the reality of the Avengers. Afterwards, we sent him in that Rift and he was just gone home. And then shortly after, the Avengers left. But that's the problem. We sent Doom and his power back to his home reality. I think that what we did was actually worse than what could have happened. We sent Doom home with this power that, to be perfectly honest, should not be in his hands. And I believe that all we did was doom the Marvel Universe. The title may actually be a hidden meaning within itself, Absolute Doom. We were the absolute doom that happened, as I believe when Doom got home, he reabsorbed this Pandora's energy back into his own body, but this time, instead of having people like us to stop him, he'd have the Avengers to stop him. But one problem, from what we can see, is he was able to kill multiple different heroes and villains with this power alone, showing how much of a threat he truly was. I believe what we did was we sent him home to kill his entire universe. We didn't save our universe. We sent their universe to die. Because with nothing to stop Doom, with the threat of him gone, the Avengers had no reason to believe he's a threat. We sent him home. There we go. Not our problem anymore. So when the Avengers got home, they now had an even more powerful being to deal with, which is Doom. Now with the capabilities of his own equipment and his castle once more, it is a good chance that he understood the power even better than before. He used this power to gain even stronger than he once did. Any heroes that would stand up to him would then be destroyed. The hidden meaning of Absolute Doom is we were the absolute doom to that universe. We allowed Doom to cause all this carnage and destruction. By unknowingly saving our reality, we doomed their reality. Because we don't have the strength that they do. Now, of course, Marvel has multiple different gods, but Pandora's energy is sealed away in Pandora's box, which is hidden away from the gods, or guarded by the gods, because of its power. It's too much power for a single being to be held in. But it's something about this power that makes it dangerous, something that has a hidden meaning. During chapter 6, we're told that this power has a connection to the 0 point. I believe that this power is secretly corrupted 0 point energy. I believe during the Big Bang, or the creation of the universe the first time, the 0 point created itself an orb and sealed all the power within. But where there's creation, there is also destruction. Where there is life, there is death. Where there is creativity, there is chaos. And I believe hidden deep inside the 0 point itself lied that power. And maybe the 0 point sealed away this power inside of something inside of Pandora's box in order to hide it away from the world forever. Because its power was too corrupting, would give one being too much power if they ever got their hands on it. So it created Pandora's box as a prison to seal away its power forever, and then created the gods of Olympus to guard it. But the gods decided otherwise. After they were created, maybe it was sealed underground, and after that the gods decided to leave, believing that they wanted to do more. There is more to this god storyline than I think we're being told. I think there's more meaning behind it, a hidden gem within chapter 5, which I'd like to go over in another video. But if this power is surely connected to the 0 point, then it being corrupted 0 point energy would make sense. And it would make sense why Doom was able to take on so many super beings, such as Thanos, Ultron, Silver Surfer, even Galactus himself. He was able to kill them without even batting an eye. So now, Doom has this power in his own reality where he can most likely manipulate this energy. Doom is a master in technology and magic. It wouldn't take him long to crack the code on what this power truly is, and once he understands what it truly is, he will use it to his full ability and strike down anyone who stands in his way. I also believe that this isn't the last we've seen of Doom. If we've learned anything about Doom, it's that he's a vengeful, petty man who doesn't accept defeat willingly. He will take revenge against Hope, but unfortunately, he doesn't know where he is. Eventually, he'll understand this power and eventually go looking for her again. Because Doom does not take defeat well. He will seek vengeance out on Hope. And I believe there's something interesting about this group of people we've been introduced. With the recent storyline, it's basically been confirmed that Hope's father is now Jones. She sees him as a father figure, something she didn't have. I believe Doom will return one day and see this. Perhaps that's what Doom was trying to do in his first battle. He saw Hope and wanted to take Jones away, knowing that would deprive her more, make her fear him even more, but she was able to save him. With this power, he could go after them again, and if this time they bring Kenda with her, which has been shown through dialogue they clearly like each other, what if Doom goes after them in an attempt to take revenge on Hope? Or even better, what if he returns to Helios in order to take vengeance on the one person, the one true family she has, which is Valeria? Valeria is currently on Helios trying to rebuild it. If Doom were to ever return, he could take her hostage, use her against her, or he could use her as bait, lure her to the island and then use his power to corrupt her. You see, Doom doesn't just kill, he would want revenge, he would want to humiliate her, but he'd also see the purpose she has, the usefulness she could provide him. There is a skin in the survey which looks like Hope, more evil and more, corrupted. What if Doom uses that power to corrupt her and bend her to his side as his new heir? Now obviously these are just theories, but it interests me a lot that we sent Doom home with all this power and there hasn't been any mention of it since. Pandora's energy went in the same rift as Doom, meaning it's in the same reality. Doom would easily then reabsorb that power. This is something missed that no one is talking about, and I believe because of it, it's going to cause something bad in the future. Because of this action, something worse is going to happen because of it. We didn't secure the power that Hope was supposed to. She was prophesied to have this power, and when she didn't get it, fate was changed. Prophecies are basically written as fate, destiny, something that's going to happen. But of course that didn't happen, meaning when you change something, something else happens. The butterfly effect. And very similar to that, it's something to mention that even now, this butterfly effect could be seen in OG. I know it's a bit of a stretch, but things are changing. Things that are going wrong. Things aren't going the way they originally were. This one change of her changing her destiny could have had a spiral of effects that we don't even know. To be honest, whatever happens in the future, I don't think we've seen the last of it. There is more at play here, there is more going on than we think. And it all arose from that one moment. Because once you change one thing, you change hundreds. Now, I'm not saying it has all to do with Doom, but eventually, Doom will be at the centre of it. I don't know when or how, but he will return one day. Either as the main villain or a focus villain. But all I know is, whatever happens next, it's going to be really interesting for the storyline. Thank you for listening to this video. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.